Chiefs. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, ready?
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
We got 61, matchbox lights.
Check hot route. Hot.
Smooth.
Let's go.
Snap.
Lock to throw on second down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Lock going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Got it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 31.
Lock now on 1st down. Got his man there complete to Gallup. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Greystone, travel. Hey, box drop. Deep river.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lock going to take a shot for Gallup. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Ready, break.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Lock. That's taken in by Callaway. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
What's tight? Tight is right. 3 down.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Ready, set.
33. Watch twist.
Snap.
Here's Locke to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Yellow.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Hey, Ridley.
Orbit.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. This one complete to Jordan Reed. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Mahomes firing complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Ratley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a
battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
At the 25-yard line.
Fire down these two. Correct. Let's go, little lady.
Get that ball right here. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Here we go.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Locke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. They look to throw. It's Locke. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Bandit.
49, check 49. Hey, 43.
Any weapon.
On the carry, here's Smith. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Watch the back.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Broncos 3.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Get ready.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Come on.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with and for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Now for the point after. And it's 21-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones, his second sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. From the gun on third down, Locke. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Hill on the return. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive... return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Yellow. Argolon, 80. 15.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, yellow, hey, go gun. 50, yellow. Right hand.
On first down, Grant. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a give right side. It's Grant. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Corey Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. To try here for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Chiefs 28, Broncos 3. John Brown set to kick off.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
On the ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so
and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Hold the look, hold the look, hold. And 58 is the mic. Going 58 is the mic. You better be afraid of me.
Attack, attack.
Afraid of me. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Yellow.
Twist, twist.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Out, out.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
It's mine, it's mine, it's mine.
Attack.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Attack, attack.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. On second down, here's Locke. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To throw it is Locke. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Watch twist.
Hey, 15. Yellow.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Yellow.
Hey, 58 is a Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Eye down these two.
58, right over there. Yeah.
Now Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got him in. Complete. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush. A lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
57, 57 color, 57 color.
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's complete to his running back, Grant. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. In the face. 58, right over there.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Now it's Mahomes again. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Ready, ready. 18, Gator.
They can't hang with
At
us.
the Chiefs' 23.
Get it.
On second down, here's Penny. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus's point after is good, and that will get him one closer. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He's checking. He's
Crash.
Crash.
Here goes 15.
Now here's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. He'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Coming this way. Here we go. Kill.
Right on these two.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's complete to Kelsey. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Right over there. Yeah.
Yellow.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards to pick up there.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mahomes to throw once more. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by him and setting up the...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10.
Race don't travel. Race don't travel. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Exit.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
58, Mike. Check the tight end, check the tight end. Alpha. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. 15, 15. Bang, 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 bang.
Here, 15. Yellow.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Throwing now is Locke. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Locke going to throw, and that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now.
Locked to throw for it on fourth. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Yellow. Hey, 43.
Check nickel.
Hey, 57.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Come on.
On first down, Mahomes. They shakes him off. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, he's got it. 16 yards, a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Mahomes now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Broncos take over first and 10. We're going to work at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
51.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On first and 10, here's Locke. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Locke now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On first down, Locke. incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Check 31, check 31.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Focus, defense, focus.
Hey, 15.
58 is Mike. No chance. 58.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. They complete it to Hill. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Hey, we got to get the stop here, D.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount.